Greetings! In today's little video, I want to take a look at these watercolor pencils. They are from the brand Marco and then Raffiné Fine Art. Raffiné in French means refined. I got these from Temu. I've seen these available in other places as well. This box has 24 colors in it. It came with this generic brush. So I did some swatches, I did a little sketch with these, and we'll take a look at them and I'll give you my thoughts and impressions about this particular art supply. This is my swatches. As you can see, I did the split swatches again, so it's basically just a square that half of it I keep dry and half of it I add water to it, just to see how these behave when you wet them. They dissolved better than I expected, to be honest. They can be a bit gloopy, but that seems to be quite common with watercolor pencils that are either more for hobbyists or beginners. I haven't tried any professional ones, but so far the ones I've tried, they kind of get a bit gloopy if you make the pencil really dark and then you wet it. The color selection is nice, I think. It's quite balanced. I'm not entirely sure again why you would need a white watercolor pencil. I did draw in both these squares, but you can't see anything. So, not entirely sure what that's about. The other colors are quite decent in terms of, selection and range. You get 2 yellows, oranges, a red, magenta, pink, one of those peachy salmon color, a bunch of purples, 2 blues, a bunch of greens, some earth hues, and a gray, which is nice, and a black. No pigment info as far as I can tell. This is how the pencils are presented. If I remember right, they're quite reminiscent of the designs of pencils from a different brand, if you know what I mean. But I quite appreciate that these have a color number on them here. This one is W513, and then the cap is also colored in a way that is not at all like the color itself, but it still helps you pinpoint a pencil. If you're looking for a pink in the pile of pencil, well, this will help you find it. Like I said, the brush that came with the set is a generic brush. It's labeled the size 5. It's quite a short handle, so that I guess it would fit in the box with the pencils, and it's synthetic fibers with a good spring. The brush kept its point while I was using it, so I really don't have any complaints about this. It's just your standard basic generic round brush. And this is the little sketch I did. I kept up with my theme of winter cats drinking coffee outside, because why not? If you watch my review featuring other watercolor pencils, I mentioned this feeling of you kind of make your own just add water artwork. So basically I scribbled in with all the pencils I wanted, and when all that was scribbled in, like everything, then I went with the brush and a bit of water to activate the water's solubility of the pencils. And then when that was dry, I went back with the pencils on top to add a bit more details and texture. Adding texture here really helped with the gloopiness in some areas, so I think it's a really good way to work this little issue out. The little white spots are a white gel pen that I came in with at the very end when everything was dry. So what are my impressions of this set? Keep in mind that I'm a beginner with this kind of material. I'm really not familiar with it, so my impressions are on that level, but these were enjoyable to use. They were fun. I don't really have any issues with them as far as just sketching or just scribbling goes. Like, I think these are fun for little pieces you do in your sketchbook for fun, or in your journal. You could bring a few colors with you and have a water brush, and that's kind of an easy, travel-friendly way to add some color in your planner. I'm fully aware that these are probably not a professional art supplies, if even just on account of not having any pigment info, and then some colors in there, they really look like they use optical brightener or neon dyes. I did a quick UV light test on these swatches, and these 2 oranges reacted, the 2 pinks obviously, and this purple also. So yeah, usually when there's some sort of UV reaction in a paint, that also means it's not very light fast. You need to take extra precautions to protect your artwork if you plan on using these supplies and then putting the artwork on the wall. Long story short, I think these are really fun. The colors are great. They dissolve nicely. I would say that they are more for hobbyists or beginners, or just any kind of usage that is not a professional usage, though again, if you are professional and you use these and you like them, that's awesome. I'm just saying that if you're unsure if these are for you, keep in mind that they don't have pigment info, they're probably not light fast, and they are a bit gloopy. I hope this was somewhat useful to you. I hope my thoughts made sense. Thank you so much for watching this video. We will see each other in the next one. Bye bye.